darlings, hope you're all doing well. Blushly here, and welcome to this reading where we're going to be taking a look at what your next step should be when it comes to your particular situation. So it could be love, it could be finances, it could be your spiritual path, whatever is going to come through. 3 options for today's reading. Option number 1, clear quartz. Option number 2, amethyst, and option number 3, fluorite. See which one you're mostly drawn to. It could be more than just the one. You know, if you have more situations that you want to ask about, you can sort of assign your one situation to one crystal, the other situation to the other crystal. You know what to do. Don't overthink it, and let's go ahead and begin. My lovely option number 1, my darlings, if you were drawn to clear quartz, get comfy. Let's go ahead and take a look at what your next step should be when it comes to your situation. Just think about yourselves, think about the situation. Let's see what the advice is when it comes to you. Look at this. So this is incredible energy of new beginnings. It's a little bit scary, but let me say this. The universe is letting you know right now not to be afraid to go into the energy of a student, right? Because whatever your situation is, new knowledge is required. Be tenacious when seeking out new opportunities. Learning new skills can help you manifest your dreams and achieve your goals. You may even discover a new side to yourself along the way. So it's time to feel that beautiful energy of the wind of change. So especially with age, you know, it's a little bit difficult for us to learn new things just because we're so set in our ways, right? But regardless of age, regardless of your situation, the cards are saying a new, fresh approach is needed over here because it gets you into this energy of optimism. It gets you into the energy of taking a look at things from a different perspective. Now, for some of you, this could be about a relationship. For others of you, this could be about money, because I'm seeing that little pentacle waiting for you over there. So it could be, you know, that you're going to carry on with your career, but in a slightly different way, right? And when it comes to relationships, maybe it's time to explore the types of relationships, the love languages, get a little bit more information, learn how to express yourself more when you're talking to your potential partner or your suitors or whatnot. Right, so that you can be understood better and so that you can understand things. Oh my god, okay, for some of you, my darlings, honestly, there is need to work with the earth a little bit, to ground yourself. Honestly, for some of you, if you're into gardening, do that, because there's just something about you getting the energy from Mother Earth, our lovely Gaia, right? And I want to show you that 2 beginnings came through over here. So be optimistic about whatever it is that you're thinking about, whether it's starting afresh, you know, after a certain age, moving somewhere, starting a business, starting a career. You know what I mean? It's this energy. I don't know why I keep hearing, like, regardless of how old you are, 21 or 52 or 78, don't be afraid of this new energy, because new opportunities will be revealed to you. And at first they might feel a little bit difficult, a little bit unknown, a little bit scary, a little bit intimidating. But the cards keep suggesting that something beautiful can come out of it rather. And this should be your next step, right? When it comes to your particular situation. Now, here we're talking about love, right? So some of you might have been seeing a lot of 11s lately, right? Let's pretend you didn't see my hair over there. Let's focus on the 11s. Your bond deepens as you surrender to the purity within your heart. Protection, love, and romance. So for those of you, my darlings, who are in a relationship or situationship, it kind of feels like this new approach, this new strategy is going to help you create a stronger bond with a particular person. If, my dears, you are single, ready to mingle, ready to meet the love of your life, or just ready to go out there and have some fun, this is a very good indication that something good can come out of you trying out something different, right? Of you learning to love yourself a little bit more, expressing yourself a little bit more, trying out different things, trying out different hobbies, so on and so forth, right? But something is definitely sprouting over here. Definitely. It has to do with your decision. Look at this. So the universe never really forces us to do anything unless it absolutely has to, right? So I would say about 90% it's our free will, 10%, well, some things we can't control, right? Remember that song, you can plan a pretty picnic, but you can't predict the weather? Well, that's pretty much what is coming through for you, right? You really have to be okay with going into this newness, because the universe isn't going to force you. But it kind of feels like to solve your situation, to get out of your situation, the old ways are no longer going to work. There's new information that's needed. And as soon as you sort of decide for yourself that you're okay with going into the unknown, you're okay with taking on the responsibility. I know I'm being a little bit preachy over here, but you know, it is what it is. New opportunities are opening up, right? Be patient with yourself, because anything needs to grow, right? This beautiful rose took its time to grow. So the same thing with you, the same thing with your business, the same thing with your relationship, the same thing with your spiritual understanding. Don't expect things to change overnight. It very rarely happens that way. And the more sudden the change, the bigger the stress to our nervous system. So sometimes it's better to really wait over here. My darlings, let me say this. Somebody's going to be coming through with a gift towards you. Somebody might be surprising you over here. But the energy that's also coming through from this card, it has a lot to do with you guys opening the gift of you, right? Because lots of you have the gift. Whether it's a psychic gift, whether it's a talent, whether it's whatever it is. And here it's kind of like it's time to develop this gift. Yes? Yes, absolutely. So take your time and make the decision to develop that gift, because this gift is going to help you out over here in a very, very nice way. But, of course, as usual, before we develop our own gifts, before we become ourselves, truly ourselves, it involves breaking free from old patterns, right? It involves breaking free from the relationships that aren't ours anymore. A lot of us, we feel when the relationship is over, whether it's with your parents, your co-workers, your friends, your lovers, your whoever. We tend to grow, we tend to evolve. Sometimes we just need somebody there with us for a particular period of time. And it's sad but true, but sometimes we need to part ways. And it's difficult, and it's very, gets us in a very nostalgic mode. But this is what I feel is kind of happening to you, that it's time for newness. It's time for that step forwards. And you don't want to break something. You don't want to... It's funny how I want to keep doing that. Set yourself free, give yourself space, because somebody over here, I'm not saying that they're toxic, I'm not saying that they're bad, but it's just that you have different points of view right now. And I keep saying release what doesn't serve you, and I know it's like probably a millionth time that you've heard that, but it's essential. It really is essential, because there's only so much that you can fit in a suitcase, right? And sometimes it's time to throw out our old clothes to put in something new, to make space for something new. Also, my darlings, it's time to align things, right? Listening to your body, to unlock free-flowing positivity and spiritual power within you. So some of you might be into yoga, some of you might be into breathing, into meditation. Listen, choose whatever works for you. It doesn't have to be something that works for somebody else. Yoga doesn't work for a lot of people. Meditation doesn't work for a lot of people. Choose what works for you in order to create that alignment. Okay? And it could even be that in this realization that something is no longer working for you, when it comes to your spiritual development, when it comes to your career, when it comes to other things, that you're going to find something new that gives you alignment. And that gives you the clarity of mind that you might be so desperately seeking at this particular moment. So go for it. Choose your tool. Be the magician. The magician works with a lot of tools, right? So do your things, my darlings. Do your thing. All right, lovely. Option number one. That's what I have for you. I kind of feel like you guys have been asking for clarity here with clear quartz. Clarity, direction, connection, and of course love, right? Okay, anyways, let me get back to saying bye to you. That's all I have for you, my darlings. If you're up for a personal read, send me an email. The email's in the description box below. More videos can be found on my Patreon. If you want to have a little look-see, if you want to support me as a creator, it would be very much appreciated. My patrons also get additional discounts on personal readings, so there's a bonus in it for you as well. All right, my darlings, take care of your beautiful selves now. Bye. My lovely option number two, if you guys were drawn to the amethyst, hi and welcome to your reading. So think about yourselves, think about your situation. Let's find out what the cards are going to suggest your next move should be, whether to progress or to make some adjustments or to get some clarity. Let's take a look at what this gorgeous oracle has to say. Okay, so look at this. Some of you might be asking about love over here. Woman holding a heart. So I kind of feel like for a lot of you guys, there's a question of why can't I find love? When will I find love? Where's my significant other? What do I do with this relationship? This is all coming through. And you are kind of showing me, you're like, Blush Lily, look at my heart. Look at my heart. It's been hurt so many times before. It's been cut. I see you. I feel you, my darling. Some of you might be 44, 34. You might be seeing a lot of fours lately. So what I'm seeing over here, what I'm hearing over here is a lot of beautiful people who have a lot of love to give, right? But it's just that you have been fooled so many times that you're like, okay, you know what? I'm just done with this, yeah? I'm done with love, I'm done with relationships. But then it's like one day you say this and then the other day you're looking at the moon wondering, where the hell is your soulmate? Where the hell is your twin flame? Okay? So I really do feel like this is what this reading is going to be focusing on, well, so far, right? And the energy of what I'm seeing over here so far, they're saying, it's okay, baby. Like, honestly, it's almost like somebody's stroking your head. Somebody's rubbing your shoulders. You have a very strong spiritual team. And they're saying, we see that you get mad at us at some point. We understand. But you see, through this heart, you learn to love yourself. I know it sounds very cliche. I know a lot of you are rolling your eyes and you're like, I'm fed up of having to learn how to love myself. I just want somebody to love me and I have a lot of love to give. But you see, my darlings, before you weren't really discerning when it comes to the people you choose to give your love to. And I'm going to dig a little bit deeper into this, and I'm going to let you know that this is usually a trauma of people who felt like they had to earn love, right? Because normally when you kind of see there's a connection but you don't get what it is that you want from the other person, you're like, okay, this is not my person. But when we have this trauma of having to earn love, then we see that somebody isn't giving us what we need, and we tend to give them more and more and more, thinking that it's going to add up and thinking that they're going to be grateful and then they're going to see it. But you see, unfortunately, it doesn't work like this. And when it does work like this, these relationships are usually very unhealthy and unhappy, right? So what is coming through over here, my darlings, is the next step when it comes to your journey, when we're talking about love, when we're talking about relationships, is for you to dig deep within yourself and realize you don't have to earn love. It's either there or it isn't. With your parents, with your co-workers, with your loved ones, with your potential lovers, it's either there or it isn't. All you have to do is be you, right? But because you, my darlings, are givers, here they're saying, try to monitor yourself. Try to monitor how you give to other people and how resentful you become when they don't give something back to you. So here, a change in the relationship dynamic is being indicated very, very strongly. I see that some of you might be feeling very strongly attached to somebody, right? Whether it's somebody from the past, whether it's somebody right now, you feel like you don't have the power. All tied up. All tied up. But the thing is, you're not. And look at this. I was so right about love coming through over here. The angel of love is actually coming through to let you know that you are free. Truly, you are free. It's the illusion of being all tied up. Yes, the emotions are there. Yes, the feelings are there. But the truth is, as soon as you look into this relationship dynamic that you're used to or that you're using in this particular moment that keeps getting you hurt, there's a shift that happens that allows you to find love, that allows you to find love that is both give and take. Give and take. Where is my deck? Look at this. At the bottom of the deck, I'm looking at you and you have this energy of heartbreak. It's like the heart is missing. And the heart is missing. So you might be recovering from a heartbreak right now, my darlings. I want to see what this deck has to say. Yeah, see, the interesting thing is, guys, you tend to go for like this codependent relationships, right? Where it's just flirting, and then it's codependency, and then it's like secrets, and then it's just whatnot. Now, what the cards are suggesting is that you do as much forgiveness work as possible. Forgiveness can't be forced, but it's definitely something that you guys definitely need to look at, right? Definitely need to look into, because there's so much fun, there's so much flirting that's waiting for you. As soon as you recover your self-worth, as soon as you stop looking at other people as mirrors of you, they're not. They really are not. A lot of people are just projecting their own BS, their own insecurities onto you. And you have been looking at other people as if you're trying to look in the mirror. No, no, no. No, no. You have to look at yourself. And your self-worth comes back. And these things, they heal. They heal. And then, trust me, you're not going to spend even a minute on somebody you can already see is a huge waving red flag. Because a lot of you, my lovely option number 2, you know this about yourself. You see the red flags, but you're like, no, I think it's pink. And the universe is like, no, 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 it's red, it's bright red. You're like, no, 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 I think maybe it's not a red flag, maybe it's something else. And the universe is like, no, baby, look harder, look harder. So do you see what I'm saying? As soon as you stop seeing other people as the reflection of you, so if somebody treats you like shit, right? Now you're going to realize that that's it. It's not that because you are unworthy of their attention or you need to change something about yourself. No, it's just the way that they treat you, and you can take it or leave it. And you're going to choose to leave it. And here comes somebody so much better. somebody who is going to put a ring on it, somebody who's going to commit, somebody who's not going to question themselves, the relationship about commitment, somebody who's coming through with respect and somebody who gives you hope, right? Somebody who gives you hope. So I'm seeing like this, honestly, like this true love and passion that's coming through. Somebody who's not going to control you. Oh my God, there's the true love and there's the passion and there's the releasing of control. Darling, true love and commitment are meant to be in your life. The reason why you might be rejecting it or saying I don't believe in love is because it wasn't really love that you were experiencing. It was just an unhealthy attachment most of the time. Right? So as soon as you change your perspective, as soon as you heal this part of you that needs to be healed, you find that spark with somebody. You find your true love. It finds you. Gosh, you find the romance. You rebuild trust. It isn't over for you. It's not that it's not meant to happen for you. It's just that you had to learn the hard way, unfortunately. And it was never your fault. You didn't know better. You did what you could do at that point in time. And you're very intuitive, incredibly intuitive. And here's your happy family. You will get your happy family, darlings. Honestly, if you feel like having a little bit of a cry right now with relief, go for it. Because there's a reason you're watching this. There's a reason why this video has found you. And there's definitely a reason for everything that had to happen to you. And you will have your happy family. Your intuition is coming through very strongly, and your sense of grounding is also coming through very, very strongly. So work on not trying to see people for who you want them to be, but see them for who they are. I know it's going to sound, something along the lines of easier said than done, but don't try to take things personally. Some people are a-holes. Doesn't mean you deserve it, doesn't mean you've done anything wrong, doesn't mean you need to heal them. You just wave them goodbye and that's it. And ground yourself. It's very, very important. Okay, my lovely option number 2, that's what I have for you. Invite me to the wedding, right? Invite me to the wedding. I hope you enjoyed this reading. It resonated. If you're up for a personal read, send me an email. The email's in the description box below. And of course, do check my Patreon page out with over 130 exclusive videos, additional discounts on my personal readings, and much, much more. Alright guys, take care of your beautiful selves. Bye. My lovely option number 3. If you guys would want to fluorite, get comfy. Think about yourselves. Think about your situation. Let's go ahead and take a look at what the advice is, what the next step should be. Own your power. Own your power, baby. It's time to shine. Honestly, here, what I'm seeing is that you don't realize how powerful you truly are. It kind of feels like somebody has been taking your power away. Over here, my darlings, let me just dig a little bit deeper. Yeah, it's like you've been dealing with two-faced people. And these two-faced people, they kind of made you lose the sense of your identity a little bit over here. I do feel for a lot of you, you had to really, it's not even compromise, you had to sacrifice so much in order to fit in order to please somebody, in order to make a certain relationship work. And every time you did that, it was taking away from your power little by little, little by little, little by little. Here, this is going to sound a little bit weird maybe for some of you, but it's time to get pissed off. It's time to get pissed off with the situation, pissed off with people, pissed off with like the time you have lost, with the amount of time you have lost, and realize that something is a dead end, right? Whether it's a relationship, a career, a certain coping mechanism, something is not working, right? And instead of using your power to make something work that isn't working anymore, it's time to use it to get pissed off, to realize how truly powerful you are. For a lot of you, this does involve separating from somebody, separating from your family, separating from your significant other, separating from co-workers, flatmates, neighbors, you name it, right? With the energy of death, yeah, you guys are going through this transformation. It's time for you to feel your power, right? And usually this power, it comes through honestly getting angry at everything and anything, and just using that anger and turning it into the power that's going to move you. Turn your anger into fuel, because when we're sad, when we're upset, it's this energy like we can't do anything. It's this energy like we don't have the energy. But getting pissed off with like, what the hell is going on over here, turns it into power. And see, that end becomes the way. That end is moved out of your way, and the road is clear. So here I almost want to turn into one of those motivational speakers, you know, have this epic music playing in the background saying, you got this, get mad at everything and everybody and go for it. Honestly, it's that sort of energy, guys. It's that sort of energy that's coming through over here. Confrontation. Don't be afraid of confrontation. It's only when you stand up for yourself that you realize how truly powerful you are, and how people have been taking away from things from you, right? There's a lot of very prideful people that don't want you to be bigger than them, more successful than them, happier than them. You are intimidating to a lot of people. See, exactly, envy, 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 envy. Especially when it comes to money. Look at this. Somebody has been telling something that you can't do, or like something that's been said in the past has been affecting you right now. But see, you are so incredibly powerful that you might be afraid of your own power. You might be afraid that you won't be able to handle it, or it might be destructive. But the thing is, sometimes we need to destroy a couple of things that are holding us back, right? Yeah, look at this. At this time, there's this need to connect to the energies of the elements, the energies of the earth, right? Spending some time alone just to reconnect with yourself, to feel your power, to feel that like breath of fresh air. So right now, when it comes to your situation, the best thing is to spend a little bit of time alone. And when I'm talking about spending time alone, I'm not talking about having arguments in your head. I'm not talking about thinking about something, not alone with your phone, but I'm actually saying alone. The cards are saying you need to do some breath work over here. And spending some time alone, only with yourself, with your thoughts that are focused on you. Envisioning things such as gaining your power back, cutting cords, all of this is going to greatly help you and nurture you. Mother Gaia is honestly giving you the nurturing that you need. This can sound a little bit preachy, but healthy eating, you know, it's amazing how it can affect you. Honestly, guys, it is truly amazing how healthy eating, the right amounts of sleep, and like not too much worrying, what it can do to you, how it can change the way that you think. Allow yourself to be nurtured. Allow yourself to create. Look at this dream time. There's something that you're going to create. A beautiful creation. For a lot of you, this has a lot to do with creating your own reality. But again, we have, look at this volcano volatility, where we're talking about anger. So maybe for some of you guys, what you need to do, honestly, is get a piece of paper and paint with anger, paint your emotions. It doesn't have to look pretty, you don't have to show it to anybody, but it's like the need to, the desire to let all of this out. Right? And then you're going to feel so much lighter, so much better, so much more empowered. They're saying use the savings or save up to get the information that you need. The information is available. Letters, books, information, it's available. Like, you'll be getting a lot of information. They're saying it's gonna happen as if by magic, that once you get yourself back into the energy of the power, once you empower yourself, something comes through over here. Something sets your soul on fire. And things start happening, aligning as if by magic. You'll get the information that you need. You'll get the documents that you need. You get the wisdom, the knowledge, the information. It's like your mind becomes clear. Okay, let me say this. A lot of things are coming through when we're talking about dreams. First and foremost, you're very protected. This is something that you definitely need to hear at this particular moment. But there's something about paying attention to your dreams. Protect your secrets. Protect your secrets. See, this is very interesting because a lot of you are going to realize you have the power to, and you have the ability and you have the talent to maybe work with things such as tarot. You might already be working with things like tarot rooms, automatic writing, things like this. But it's kind of like, don't overshare at this particular moment. And isn't this amazing? The strength and the power keep coming through. The strength and the power keep coming through. To start afresh, to begin with passion. With passion. Because something is coming to an end and passion becomes compassion. Look at this. This is amazing. For a lot of you, you'll be finding love. And for a lot of you, you'll be finding your soul tribe, right? People that truly treat you with compassion. People who you can rely upon. But there's something about your creativity that's coming through very, very strongly. Follow your instinct. You're going through a rebirth. Nice. You will find people that will work together with you. Green is coming through as an important color. So maybe wear something green, work with green stones. Because something is happening behind the scenes over here that's going to help you shine and make you feel safe. Your ancestors are helping you emerge into this new version of you. Listen to them. It's time to break free. Your DNA is being activated over here, and this is your wake-up call. So it's time to wake up, my darlings. It's time to wake your power up. All right, so that's what I have for you, my lovely option number 3. Hopefully that gave you the clarity that you were after, right? If you're up for a personal read, send me an email. The email's in the description box below the video. If you are interested in more content from me, check my Patreon page out. And take care of your beautiful, beautiful selves. Bye now.